Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
What's up, Kendra?
Hey, just hanging out. What's up, guys?
We're just hanging out, too. How can we help?
So 15 years ago, my husband and I go to get married, and he is very adamant. He does not want to combine funds. Absolutely not. We're going to split everything 50-50 from our separate accounts. So, okay, great. Now, 15 years later, I now make 3 times his income. I've worked really hard to get myself out of debt, and now he wants to combine funds. And I'm really struggling with accepting that after I've put in all the hard work and time to say, okay.
All right. How honest can I be with you?
As honest as you want.
This is not the main issue in your marriage, and you know that, and your marriage is on real thin ice. True or false?
Yeah. True.
True.
Very true.
This is a periphery issue that's way outside. The contempt with which you're talking about your husband tells me there's way bigger issues going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
Yeah.
Money will take care of itself. Joining finances is something we like. I can't wrap my head around making a kid and not trusting my spouse, like making a human with my wife, but not trusting her enough to share accounts. I can't wrap my head around that. So we do tell people, man, if you want to be unified, join accounts. This isn't that situation yet. That kind of stuff often takes care of itself. Not always, but often. You guys got bigger fish. Tell me what's going on, man.
I honestly don't know. I think I just kept trying to, like, we had goals, and I kept trying to reach them, and I just
But it shouldn't be I. It should be we kept trying to reach them.
Yeah. No, it felt really alone, I would say. It's always been almost a roommate. Like, we live here, and we just live.
That's the single most used word I hear behind closed doors sitting with couples. We're roommates. Or they laugh and try to chuckle the tears away and say, like, we're Michael Scott and Jim when we were co-managers of our household, right? But that's about it.
Sure.
There's no intimacy. We're not both working towards this goal out there that we're going to go get. It is, I'm going to do my stuff. I'll get my report turned in on time. He didn't do his report on time, and I got to do his work. That is a recipe for resentment and a relationship to end up in ash. If it's not there already.
Yeah.
And this is the moment when somebody at work is hilarious. And they text you a meme, and you text back, and then they text back, and then you text back, and then a few days later, you're turning your phone over when your husband walks in the room, or vice versa. That's this moment right now, if it's not already. Fair?
Sure. It's not there.
I know.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
But maybe, right? So,
15 years ago, I'm just curious, 15 years ago, did you want to combine money, and it was just him that was like, no? Or were you like, I'm good with being separate?
No, I wanted to, but at the same time, I came from nothing. At the time, I was in school. I had a car payment because I was an idiot at 18, bought a brand new car. So I was like, you know what? I totally get it. I'll pay my half. I'm responsible for myself. Fine.
So is he just a deadbeat? Why do you resent him so much?
No.
Okay, let me ask this. You don't like him. Why?
I don't know.
Is he controlling?
I love him.
I know you love him. I don't question that.
Judgmental.
But you don't
more.
like him.
I think he doesn't understand. He was born more privileged, which is great. But he discounts the hard work that everybody else has to put in. And so now that I'm somewhere he's not, it's, oh, well, now this is part mine and we've earned it. And it's like, well, no, you didn't come to school with me. You didn't take care of the house while I was gone.
Oh, honey.
I did all of this.
Yeah, y'all are in a mess, man. Y'all need to make an appointment with the marriage counselor by the end of next week.
Okay.
And I need you to be honest and strong and bold. As strong as you are presenting to us right now, you need to be that strong in a therapy session and say those words out loud that you just said here.
That's right. Otherwise, that's just going to fester and grow. I mean, it already has.
It already has.
We hear it.
You don't like him. You think he is a scam. He is like a mooch off of you. And you think over the last 15 years, you've worked harder than him and his life has been easier than yours. And he just doesn't understand how hard work is. That might be 100% true and it might not be. And the reality is it doesn't matter because you believe it. And you cannot have intimacy if you are one-upping or one-downing your spouse all the time. And he might be doing the exact same thing with you. And maybe he is a total mooch. Just feet up, Netflix on, tall boy in his hand, waiting on mama to bring home the paycheck, and suddenly this is all ours. Maybe that's him.
I think it was in the beginning. He viewed himself up here, and she needed to reach that standard, right? Yeah. And then when she blew past standard, whatever standard he created, and she accepted, then it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. Now I get to now it's enough, and now I want to be part of it. And now it's almost like now you're doing the same thing he did in the beginning. The tables turned.
Right, yeah. And I don't want that. I really genuinely am trying to live for a more godly relationship, a godly marriage, but I just can't get over the frustration and anger. Yeah.
So
even in the conversation now, it's not, I want us to be one. I want us to enjoy all of this together and work hard to, get better. It's, well, now you make more than me, so I don't have to worry about you spending all of my money.
Ooh,
well, that's not trust. That's not commitment.
That's not a marriage. That's not a marriage. That's not even a good friend.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a good buddy. Remember back in like high school, there's always that one guy that's like, no, bro, you owe me $4.36 because I got the Wendy's combo last time. Just that annoying guy. And then there's also that other buddy that's like, no, dude, I got it. No, I got it. And the fist fights were almost who was going to pay, not who wasn't. Like, that's marriage.
Yeah.
That's marriage. So the great Esther Perel gave a very beautiful, elegant picture that I want you to hold tight, okay? Here's the picture. Mm-hmm. She was talking about a couple that had, one of them had cheated on the other one. And she said the most damaging thing is couples whenever something like that happens, where there's a fracture in the relationship, they always want to go back to what was. Remember when, right? And she gives a very beautiful picture where she says, you could not go on September 12th, the day after the Twin Towers fell, and sweep up all the glass and steel and wood and all of that mess and use those same materials and rebuild the towers. They fell. You have two choices. You let them sit and let nature take it back over, or you get some professionals in there, you excavate it, you create something new. So I want to tell you, the relationship that y'all have had is over. Your choice now is, do we walk away, or do we work together and do whatever it takes to build something new? Get in with a marriage therapist ASAP. Stay on the line. I'm going to hook you up with BetterHelp. That'll help you all get in. I'll give you 3 free months to just get started. Call somebody today. Your marriage is in crisis. We'll be right back.